Hey y'all, it's Kirk back with episode 2. Still up in a tree trying to work on some things. Man, did I get some great feedback from that first episode. I really made some people mad that believe in evolution. And you know what? It's okay. It's totally okay. We have different opinions about things. Listen, young listeners, this is going to blow your mind. There used to be a day where people had different opinions about things, different beliefs, and it was okay. And I don't know where that went. I am not selling out our society at this point and believing that we can't get back to there. But man, think about that. I mean, that's how it used to be. Hey, I believe this. Oh, yeah? Well, I believe this. Okay, well, I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat. Cool. And that's kind of how the world went. This is the last thing I'm going to say about this kind of thing, because my simple belief is this. The world that we live in the United States here is getting more and more diverse. Yay, that's some great strengths that we have, having diversity in this country. That's awesome. But you can't have increasing diversity and decreasing tolerance. That's a bad mixture. In fact, that's how societies crumble. So, I'm not saying we all get together and, sing Kumbaya, although that'd be awesome. I'm just simply saying it's okay to have different opinions. It's okay. If this world was filled with just a bunch of Kirks, it'd be a really annoying place. So, like I said, my upbringing is that I'm going to love you. And my book also says, spoiler alert, that in the end, love wins. So, all right, moving on. I got to move on quick because these things are going to take too long, and I don't want these videos to be like 10 minutes apiece when you guys will clock out. So very quickly, 2 questions today. Number 1, Jamie from Douglas, Georgia says, my daddy sure could use a primary care doctor. Can we use you? Sadly, no. Most people around here understand the role that I play. I get this question all the time. Hey, are you picking up patients? Are you picking up new patients? So I'm a walk-in sick clinic. I don't own anybody. I don't follow folks for primary care things. I don't practice primary care. I'm just a walk-in sick guy. And you're not cheating on your doctor by coming to me. In fact, when I first moved here, that's what I did. I asked, what does this town need? And at the time, we had just wonderful primary care practices. So people, at church and at the ball field and everything were like, yeah, man, I love Dr. So-and-so. But man, just for a simple sore throat or whatever, I got to wait in his waiting room for hours amongst his other patients just to get seen. And I was like, well, why doesn't somebody just have like a walk-in sick clinic for simple sicknesses like that? And they said, well, why don't you do it? And I said, well, fine. And I think that's how that conversation went. And so we opened up the walk-in sick clinic. So by that practice, I don't have primary care people that I follow. I have my regulars, and I hello everybody, regulars that I treat for their illnesses, and they come to me for these kind of things. But this is so you can get in quick. So sadly, if I started practicing primary care, then you'd be right back into waiting in a waiting room for a long, long time just for your simple sickness. So I serve my role in this community in that capacity, and it seems to work well with the other physicians and practitioners in our area. So having said that, I did get a question, and I can't remember his name. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, it was Casey, I think. The guy Casey, not girl Casey, guy Casey from Hazelhurst, that asked, I'm a young dude. I rarely have any kind of issues or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't have this in front of me. Is it okay for me to come to you for when I get sick? Because I don't really need anything else. I don't really need a primary care doctor, right? Yes and no. Casey, the real deal is this, man. For healthcare to work the way it should, primary care is huge. Your basic family doctor is huge. For somebody to take you and know every ins and outs about you and know your chart and just to deal with every little thing, and somebody that you're comfortable with to talk about every little thing, that's how healthcare is supposed to be. And that's the launching pad for all the rest of the specialties and services that you may need. So the intimate bond between a patient and a primary care is huge and one of the most awesome relationships that can happen in healthcare. So I really urge you yeah, you may be young now and you're getting by on getting by, and you have not a whole lot of things. Your genes ain't kicked in yet and made you have to need any primary care stuff. But it's important for you to establish someone at some point and get to know them and them to get to know you. So now, having said that, let me tell you this. Don't get stuck in a bad relationship. Primary care and choosing your doctor is a whole lot like dating. And it's honestly, it's no different than dating. And you should be able to jive with that person and y'all get along and they know everything about you. You're not embarrassed to say anything and everything about you. That's what a primary care relationship needs to be. So just like dating, man, if you got a friend that's just stuck in a bad relationship and all of y'all are saying, leave his tail, you know, I feel that same way about some of y'all stuck with your bad relationships with primary care. Now, to each his own. Everybody has a different comfortability level. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. Some of the other physicians around here certainly are not jiving with other people. It's like dating. You gotta find that relationship that serves you the best, and don't get stuck in a bad relationship. Don't just sit there and suffer. That's not serving you well. That's not serving that practice well. It's better for all parties for you to find somebody who's going to be best suited for you, and that's going to equal the best health outcomes for you. I promise you that. So take a priority to do that. All right, so that's it for today's video. I very simply wanted to answer those questions. This was episode 2. I'm gonna try to make these shorter so you don't have to tune out like this, but keep them coming. I got so much to catch up on, but we'll go ahead and say every Wednesday we're gonna start doing the Ask Dr. Kirk thing. But until then, love y'all, mean it.